Say, I receive in Jesus' name. Say, I receive in Jesus' name. Father, we thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to share your word. Lord, I receive grace this morning to speak in simple and clear language that Jesus Christ taught will be physically present. Anoint the ears of my listeners to understand better than I teach and their heart to comprehend deeper than the explanations I bring. Thank you, Father, in Jesus' name. Please sit down. I want to talk about very quickly the glorious love life. Someone say the glorious love life. The glorious love life. So let's start for text and context. You guys are going to make a few comments with me shortly. 2 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 12 to 18. 2 Corinthians, I'll just knock off the text quickly so that we can just go on and teach this morning. 2 Corinthians chapter 3, 12 to 18. All right, seeing then that we have such hope. Somebody say hope. Somebody say hope. We use great plainness of speech. All right, next verse. And not as Moses, who put a veil over his face, that the children of Israel could not steadfastly look to the end of that which is abolished. All right, Moses came with a kind of glory, but he was covered. All right, next verse. But their minds were blinded. Somebody say blinded. For until this day remaineth the same veil untaken away in the reading of the Old Testament, which veil is done away with in Christ. Somebody say done away with. Next verse. But even unto this day, when Moses is read, the veil is upon their heart. Somebody say heart. Are you seeing the connection from blindness to that's total blindness? Because you speak to some people who've lost their sight, they have their mind. In fact, I listened to a man, Cobams, give a TED talk on the gift of blindness. So he began to describe the distraction of sight. So he explained to people that a lot of people have sight, so they are distracted. But he's able to see with his mind and cut away distraction of sin so he can deliver great things. But for this guy, the mind is covered. The eyes are blinded. This is total destruction. This is total destruction. Next verse. Nevertheless, when it shall turn to the Lord, the veil shall be taken away. Next verse. Now the Lord is that spirit. Excuse me. Has he been talking of spirit? He's talking about the spirit of sin. He has been talking about blindness, covered heart. Now he's saying, now. The Lord is that spirit. So when you read from the beginning of this chapter, you get the context. But let's go on. And where the spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. That means in that blindness and closed heart was bondage. Come with me this morning. Next verse, last verse of this. For we all, with open face, beholding as in a glass the glory of the Lord, are changed in the same image. Someone say same image, from glory to glory, as by the Spirit of the Lord. Now, let's go to 1 Corinthians 15. We'll read 39 to 41. Let's connect. It's talking about glory here. So what Moses denied them was actually a view of the glory. Because what he went to contact was the glory. But they could not receive the glory. Are you getting where we're coming from? Now, Romans 15, 1 Corinthians 15, 39 to 41. Let us see something. But here's the deal. Even for you that behold, be careful what you behold. That's where I'm coming from. All flesh is not the same. Pastor was talking about animals. All right? But there is one kind of flesh of men, another flesh of beasts, another of fishes, another of birds. The third. There are also celestial bodies and bodies terrestrial. But the glory of the celestial is one, and the glory of the terrestrial is another. What is he saying here? Your eyes are not just open. There is something to behold. Next verse. There is one glory of the sun, and another glory of the moon, and another glory of the star. For one star differeth from another star in glory. Glories are not the same. So don't just behold, select what you behold. I came to talk to you this morning about the glorious love life with particular reference to the picture. What picture are you beholding? When it comes to love and relationship, what picture are you beholding? Bible says, as we behold him, that we are changed from glory to glory. Their relationship you have been following some people, that what they do, they damage your capacity to love. Stories that used to be good. Some of you are following celebrities that used to have love life. Their love used to be sweet. Do you realize that every time a popular person's love fails or relationship fails, people get damaged? There's a dampening that happens. Be careful what you behold. There are people we behold. They are moving from glory to glory. Do you know what just happened a few weeks ago? As Papa is celebrating 40 years in ministry, the possibilities it has created in the heart of ministers is not clear. When somebody says this space is our wilderness experience, oh, you didn't hear that? As people were coming to testify from all over the world, he said that God said that so far this is their wilderness experience. May I say this to you? Hope you know that where they are using right now, the 2,000 capacity, is going to be an overflow for the ark project. So when the ark is in use, they will sit in one service 157,000 or so combined. What are you to do? What are you to do? There's one glory of the sun. There's one glory of the moon. There's glory of the star. But even the glory of the stars is different. The love life is not what we are talking about. Even pastors married because I will stop looking at that area of life because I don't want that level of faith. You are expert in hard faith. Stop looking at it because I don't want that level. Because there's something you are manifesting to be manifesting yourself. There's something causing your result. There's something causing your result. You know what I'm very sure about it? It's business with your. Somebody called me, I was giving me word. I told the woman, thank you for this. See, I can see what the Lord is doing with you. I was happy. That God is really moving in your life. I was happy. But don't forget to see the people. I said, thank you, man. Then I sat back here and thankfully asked to go. So while I thank her for the investments she did, there are people that I have worked with. Do you know why I'm always also doing videos and putting out to them? Because somebody needs to see a different kind of thing. It's a different kind of glory to them. So I think to ask what are you doing? What's the, because we are living in a generation of great distraction. People don't even know great distraction. If you want your life to be recorded with the right kind of love, you hold the right kind of love. As I'm talking to one, oh my God, let me tell you, every time you sit down and think that love does not really exist, you have focused on the wrong. Every time a man says, oh, I thank God for my marriage, and your mind is saying, that's why you're telling us in public, you know what's going on at home, you are wrong. Why are you so negative in life? Because of your focus. What are you focusing? It's not just possible, it's real. This is what saved me. Because I changed my picture. I know you experienced it. I changed my picture. I know I came out of one myself. I changed my picture. Why? My history is not my destiny. You understand what I'm saying? It's not my destiny. My experience is not my future. Why? I changed the picture. How did many of us move from being later? It is there for some of you to stay in your village. You change even your hairstyle would have seen you. You change the picture. Tell your neighbor, change the picture. Say, change the picture. And the sources of the picture look normal, but they are not normal. I came to ask you, what are you feeling like? Then give yourself something. How can you be so decorated sitting in church like this? And you don't want to change the picture that is more important than that? Change the picture! So I began to look at what kind of glory do I like. Is it the glory of the Son or the glory of the Son? Is it the glory of this kind of stuff? What they are bad and they are bad? Don't have to get mentioned. I was shocked when I looked at the day. I was shocked when he said that they are. I thought because of the love they must be correct. He said, but he entered in himself to somebody once said that they said by that man that beholding the not happen by himself. But that happens by getting down data, getting offline, and making sure you focus on something that changes how you think. Yes. Let me even wound some people here. Your financial state is as broke as it is because your beholding is poor. You are complaining enough. Shut down data. People make time for reading Bible. People make time. By the way, one wrote someone think. What's the future of this home? What next for my wife? Marriage gets boring because people don't think. No planning, no organizing, no orchestrating. And I tell you the truth, life is going to get so busy, you are going to mess up your own life because you are busy. People don't make time to think. That's where I craft my picture. That is where surprise trip to Dubai for 9th anniversary came out of. I was just thinking, let me scatter this woman's brain. Pieces it. Eleba. It is this thing that brings you to the point where you stop demanding love you are not given. Because a lot of people are too at home with their rights, they forget their responsibility. This woman does not owe me love that I don't take as harvest. I sow the seed and I reap it. I got that from thinking. I got that from focusing on others. He won't submit. I make submission easy. There's a way you move, a woman will be following. Hey, liata. Oh yeah, come and contribute.
Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
You see this thing he's telling you about putting the picture in front of you. It is very key. And this picture doesn't come by accident. You have to be very intentional about it. You see, the scriptures she rehearsed here about not being equally yoked with an unbeliever. So I was reading my Bible, book of Genesis, and I saw when Jacob was frustrated with his wife over Abraham was frustrated with his wife over the wives that Esau married. Esau went ahead to marry, the women around. And this, Abraham said the wives he married gave them so much torment, right? And they despaired because of that. So they said, on no account should Jacob repeat the same mistake. And then they sent him to Laban to go and get a wife for him. And then Esau realized that the wives he married caused his parents so much pain. it wasn't that he was rebellious, because if he knew better, he would have done better. He had to go to Ishmael to marry somebody from the kindred, so that to appease his parents, so that they can be feel better about the mistake he had made. So I don't want my children to make that mistake. So very early on, I'm telling Ariella that you cannot be equally yoked with an unbeliever. I opened my Bible, my phone, and I showed them the image of what yoking means. Where two oxen are yoked and a plow is put on their neck. You need two oxen of equal size and stamina and height to be able to pull that plow evenly. And then I tell them, so if this oxen is yoked with a goat or a dog, can you imagine the imbalance? Only one oxen will bear the weight of that plow, and that oxen will suffer frustration, pain, injuries on the neck and things like that. And I say, okay, imagine that oxen being yoked with a rat. That, as in, you being an believer, you are at opposites with an unbeliever. What has fellowship with light? What fellowship has darkness with light?
Let me even add this, Sorry. This thing she's saying, I once turned to this woman and told her, I see why an unbeliever cannot be married to the believer and to work. There's a point she was so thrown into church. People don't like real talk, yeah? I had to tell her enough. My wife was in church every day. Now, man of God, the faithful people receive more faithful load. Is that this? I mean, at the point, I'm like, you can't even combine the departments you are falling into. How can you be both a greeter and in the choir? How? You be doing your own backup from the front of this thing. Praise the Lord, church. Praise the. So I'm like, if me, a man of God, can have a problem with how engaged you have become lately, and we need to review it. Imagine I was an unbeliever. It's when you want to go for the other, you cook soup. You will cook that soup. And you think, now, that's almost 10, 8, and 6. They got the picture. And I'll tell you, we keep forcing the picture in. By the way, the gentleman there is on a no brutality challenge right now. Boys are always taking on the last one. And there's a promise attached to it after 5 months. So he has a 5-month, no hitting, no abuse. No, don't be rough towards your sisters. Do you see me rough to your mom? Is what I always. Guess what? A few days into the challenge, we have just gone about a month. He has 4 months to contend. Why? I need to shape something. A few days into the challenge, this boy came to me and said, it must be so hard to be married. I'm like, excuse me, what did he say? He said, because it is so difficult keeping with the challenge of not being brutal towards Hamina. How do you do it with mommy? Picture! I'm like, yes. I began to explain. How do you do it? And you think you are too young. Just because you are not in a relationship. Let me tell you something. Hey, my children, if you are wearing bra here, even if you don't have a relationship now, potentially tomorrow they can give you a husband and you will be married. So, because people don't understand that the moment you're of age, relationship is not what determines your preparation. It is that you are ready that determines the preparation. So they are waiting to enter a relationship, and they forget that the moment you enter a relationship, they start knocking door, knocking window, knocking veranda. You get busy planning marriage. So just in case you are single here, as in properly single, nobody's even greeting you, prepare. Because when the Lord moves in your life, it is. Hello?
Hi.
Picture!
So I finished telling them that. The next day we're going to school. And my daughter sat quietly, as in her focus. When you are deep in thought and your eyes are just pinned somewhere, and she was just looking, and I'm like, Arella, what are you thinking about? Share with me. I want to know what your mind is thinking. And she said, Mommy, I'm thinking about being unequally yoked. So this girl is already meditating. I attended a Bible school, and they were talking about how many times God meditated in the Bible. God meditates. That is why the Holy Spirit, God was able to create the earth. You know, the Bible tells us that the Spirit of God was hovering over the earth. What do you think he was? He was meditating. He was thinking about the world he was going to create. If he was thinking about the destruction that he was seeing, or the mess that he was seeing around, he would have created the same mess. But the moment he was done, he said, "Let there be." He spoke it into being, and it came into being. So what are you meditating on? You have to do it consciously. And God has given us a guide, the Bible. Look at the Bible. It will tell you about your purpose. If you are not a student of the Bible, what are you doing? You are in this church. Pastor emphasizes this so well. The Bible tells us that how can a young man keep his way pure? It says, by living according to thy word. It says, thy word have I hidden in my heart, that I may not sin against you. So if you want to see the picture, this is where to find the picture. As you read the Bible, the word of God is revealing who you are to you, and that will inform the kind of person that joins you on this journey. So that when you see this person, you say, "No, this is not the picture. This is a dog." You see this person, you say, "No, this is not the picture," because it is clearly spelled out. The Bible says that we should meditate. It says in Joshua 1:8, it says, "Do not." This book of the Lord shall not depart from your mouth, but you shall meditate on it day and night. That is how you are able to be prosperous and successful in life. But why? Because you are meditating on it day and night. So that picture, you don't get derailed. Because you are on social media, you are looking at things. It's possible to have distractions, but when you are meditating every day, every night, every time you see rubbish, you see dysfunction, you look at the word, it tells you that is not the picture. You wipe it, you present yourself with the right picture, and you keep running. So that is how you keep the right picture within your mind. You must study the word. You must pray. That is how like Adam, you are able to see and say, "No, this is not it. This is not it." Because a lot of young people are asking, "How do I know this is the right person for me to marry? How do I know?" This is how you know. You read the word, you pray. The picture is always before you, so that when you see counterfeit, when you see what is not it, you say, "No, this is not it." And the more...
Is she your wife?
No, sir.
Her smile is absolutely gorgeous. Is she your wife?
No, sir.
Her makeup is on fleek. Is she your wife?
No, sir.
She seemed like the one who will bring life to your home. Is she your wife?
No, sir.
I can go on and mention qualities till Jesus comes. She is so good with all I mentioned, but so bad for his destiny, because that's not the picture. God bless you. And here's the deal. When you are in this position as a lady, don't feel rejected. Feel accepted. Accepted by what? The picture ahead. Why? Thank you for not picking me, because this is exactly where I won't be able to fulfill my destiny of helping. God bless you. Is that the picture?
No, sir.
Excuse me? But she's taller than the other one. Is that the picture? She's got open teeth.
No, sir.
Is that the picture?
No, sir.
Oh my God. Do you see the beautiful hair she's got? Smile, come on, smile. Oh my God, look at the smile. You sing too, yeah? Wow. Tell me the things you like in life. Ah, she's so calm. No gra.
Okay. Sorry.
Oh my God. She will bring a lot of peace.
But she's not the one.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
This is not the picture you saw?
Yes, sir.
This is not the picture you were given.
No, sir.
Every time you make this kind of decision, you help both of you. My dear sister, somebody that fits. I once traveled to the US from UK with EU plugs. You know, I was used to, the plugs in Nigeria are the same with sockets in the UK, Europe. But I entered the US with the right plugs. They could work. But I met a different kind of socket. No problem with my plugs or charger. No problem with the sockets, but they won't plug. None of them has problem, but both of them have problem being together. Because that's not the picture. So my brother, sometimes receiving a no from a babe you ask out is just because God is giving yes to your destiny. God bless you. Don't marry who you can't carry. Is that a picture?
No, sir.
Atai, down there. Uncle, wait first. Is it not being too choosy? Sit down here. Don't marry who you can't carry. You are now having somebody that can fulfill your destiny. Is that not a picture?
No, sir.
Hey. The moment you saw him, I'm sure, oh my God, hug me with the embrace of the Lord. Lift me unto Jesus. Carry me there, go. Jehovah, carry me there, go. Hey! See, smile. Don't miss your destiny.
She's not the one.
Hi, my sister. Do him like this. Thank you for knowing what you want. I don't also want. Is this the picture?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
This is the picture.
Yes, sir.
He didn't have any difficulty in saying yes because of the picture. Why are we often confused? Man of God, I've been waiting. I know it's not really serious, but I'll make him serious. You don't know the picture. His first name is Luke. His last name is Worm, but I will hit him up. I don't really know what's wrong with her, but somehow she goes to church 2 times in 3 years. Who is her pastor? She has been disappointed several times by a man of God, so she doesn't really like this. What is the picture? God bless you.